it's Jenny from Southern Savers. It's Monday night. It's time for our Q&A. This is always a chance kind of for us to hang out. It's just a great ask your questions, get to know other folks in the community. And I love all of you that join us most weeks. So thanks again for hanging out with us if you are back at it for a normal Monday night. So how this works, if you're brand new, is if you've got a question, you leave it in the comments. And I'm in the comments, my husband's in the comments. Between the two of us, we are going to see it and we'll be able to answer those questions. Now, tonight is going to be a little different. I've had a lot of folks asking if we could cover advanced topics. And in a sense, some things will be advanced and maybe they won't feel advanced to you. But here's the tricky part. Whenever we go there, there are always questions that are not advanced. And that's really hard. So I've debated, do we just not cover 201 basically? Or do we have it in some kind of private room? And I decided we would just try it. We would try to see how it goes. But if your questions are, I don't want to say, basic. Every question is a great question. And honestly, the whole, what your teacher always said, someone else has it. It really does. It does work. That is the case. So still ask it. Even if you don't think your question is on topic, we can jump over and I may end up telling you, you know what, this isn't another video and pointing you to that video tonight. That is not my normal answer, guys. But I do want to try to cover a lot tonight. And hopefully that might get us there. And I know some other folks will answer, thankfully, some of the questions we see all the time. Some of you guys are awesome about just answering that for me in the comments. So I may just let those folks handle that too for some of those questions. So hopefully we can get through everything that I had on my list tonight for us to cover. So what we are going to do, we're going to go advanced, but before we go advanced, we're going to spend, I don't know how quick I can make it, 1.5 minutes on the basics. So meat and potatoes of what we want to do to truly save money on our groceries. So if I could make it as fast as possible, step 1, we are buying it when it's on sale. And I mean 40% off or more. So I don't mean, Target put it on sale for 20 cents off today. 40% off or more. That's really what we're looking for. And then when I see that it's on sale, I want to buy enough to last me 6 weeks. That is like the hidden secret behind grocery store sales cycles. So in other words, if I walk in today, something that we eat all the time is buy one, get one today. I've got a coupon for it today. I want to get enough to last me 6 weeks. If I only buy enough for 2 weeks, then 2 weeks from now I run out and it's not on sale. And that you've just defeated the point. The point is to buy it when it's its best price and to buy enough of it to get you through until it is its best price again. So that's our meat and potatoes. That's our basics. We've done whole Q&As on just those two concepts. So if you are just jumping in and that is already mind-blowing, then I would encourage you to go to our Facebook page, so facebook.com/Southern Savers, and go to our videos tab, and you'll see all of the Q&As we've done. You can also go to our YouTube page, youtube.com/Southern Savers, and see all the videos we've done on basics. But had to hit that because that really is what we're going to build off of, the concept of buying enough to last us 6 weeks and following that sales cycle. So we at least have to hit that for, I tried. There we go. 3 minutes. That's how long it took me. That was our basics. So we're going to jump from here and we're going to talk or try to talk more advanced as we go through. So the first step of that is if we decide that we're going to get enough for 6 weeks, we should decide that we're going to get enough for 6 weeks. The first real issue that most of us are going to hit is, where do I find enough coupons to do that? So first off, I guess I should jump on a little tiny soapbox too and say that 6 weeks is not 60. You are not going to use 42 boxes of pasta in the next 6 weeks. You're going to use maybe 3 or 4 in the next 6 weeks. And I have a family of 7 and I'm only going to use 3 or 4 in the next 6 weeks when it comes to pasta. So think small here. Don't go overboard. It will come on sale again, but I still need to get enough And for a lot of us, it does mean, how do I get enough coupons to do that? So a little chunk here that I wanted to spend on just finding more coupons, and making sure that I do have a coupon to use for every single thing that I'm trying to grab. So first off, it is going to mean getting more than one paper. A number of us, I would recommend at least 2. The more people you have in your family, the more you may need. So I have 7 in my family and I get 4 every week. And that is plenty for us. I'm not usually ever in crisis mode. Are there some exceptions? Are there times that, yes, I could use 10 of that coupon? Yeah. We go through a lot of juice here. So if I could have 10 of the 75-cent Juicy Juice coupons, I would use them. But I don't need 10 inserts to do that. So step 1 is getting more papers. That could be locally, or it could be going online and doing that. I order my inserts. There are lots of places that you can order inserts from as well. And you can just decide on that one however you'd like. But just to plug that one in. So potentially getting more papers. Another one, if you've got brands that you love, calling those companies. Guys, this isn't hard to find. Their numbers are on the bottoms of every single product. Have a question? Call us. Call them. They will send coupons. Facebook message them. If you love it, if you hate it, if it had a problem, it doesn't matter. However you reach out to them, they respond with coupons more often than not. So it is a great way to get coupons for something that you do love, that you use all the time. That is one that I would recommend. So for my inserts, I see folks asking them the questions. We use SundayCouponInserts.com. It's plural, SundayCouponInserts.com. But there are, again, a number of sites that do that. And there is the potential to also get coupons that are pre-clipped. So I saw someone mention Clip to Save. There's the coupon clippers. There are a lot of sites that I could order 10 of those Juicy Juice coupons if I wanted to. I do not do that. So, I'm mentioning that there are times that I would like more. Generally for me, in those times that, I'm going to end up using way more, or getting way more Juicy Juice than I had coupons to get. In those situations, I just get it on sale and I may not have a coupon for it. I know that sounds like the worst confession ever, but it's the truth. It's just life. And for me, that works because I found if I order pre-cut coupons, that's not how I organize my coupons. And so when they come and they're pre-cut and then I file them away in my little tiny coupon bag, I forget to use them. So the pre-cut just doesn't work for me. And yes, I could save by the time I order that Juicy Juice coupon and pay for the coupon and pay for the shipping, I probably would have saved another 40 cents in the store per bottle. But in the end, we'll probably just grab some other juice that is on sale with a coupon. So I'm not really missing out. That's just me though. That is just my take. So you can totally do it if it is something that you want. You want to have coupons for everything that you're grabbing, and you can handle remembering to use them. Then you can order pre-cut and you can order inserts. We can call companies. The other one that I would recommend for folks is that you always sign up for company emails. If it's a brand that you love or something that you would be willing to buy, going ahead and signing up for those emails. Huge tip here. Please get a free account somewhere just for couponing. So jennycoupons@gmail.com. There are tons of free email accounts in today's world, and let it all go there. I still want you to check it because it's going to have coupons in it. But this way, it's not going to overrun your personal or your work. Let's not go there. Your personal email. One, if you have never signed up for it, that is a must in my book, is Kellogg's Family Rewards. So that is kellogg'sfamilyrewards.com. This is free, guys, but they send emails at least twice a week that have great coupons in them. And the coupons that are in them are just for you. So if I share them and I've printed mine, you wouldn't be able to print it. They can only be printed twice. And they're pretty sweet. They're, $1 off 2 Cheez-Its, $1 off 2 any Kellogg cereals, $1 off any Pringles. We've seen some really high values just in the emails. Now they have great coupons you can print from their website too, but just from the emails. There are other companies that send emails with coupons in them. Kellogg's is definitely the winner. But anytime that you've got a brand that you love, signing up for their announcements and their emails is not a bad thing. You're going to be the first one to know if they release coupons, and that's basically what you want to know anyway. Let's talk printables for a second. I'm going to finish up finding more coupons, and then I'm going to jump to some of the questions that have come in, and then we're going to talk about stacking offers and other things that I have on my list. So let's talk printables for a second. With printables, we want to be able to print from multiple computers or devices. So you should, in theory, be able to get 2 from your phone and 2 from your computer. The thing is, if I'm printing mobile, not all sites are mobile friendly. So your phone is only going to help you when it comes to coupons.com coupons. And there is a trick. And I've mentioned this in videos in the past, but I wanted to mention it again tonight. With coupons.com, they are going to ask you to verify your device by a text message. And you're going to see more and more of the coupon companies going to this now, guys. When you do that, do not verify your laptop, your phone, your husband's laptop, whatever. Don't use the same phone number to verify all of those devices. If you do, you've really just signed them all up for one account, and you'll be able to print 2 coupons of each offer total across everything, versus being able to print 2 from my computer and 2 from my husband's computer and 2 from a phone. I need a different phone number to do this though. So I need to send a text message to my husband's phone. I'm going to, drag your mom into it and get her to get a text message from me, whatever you can do. It's one time. It's setting up that device one time. But it does technically create a second account for it under that different phone number. That is going to let you be able to print 2 from each device. Now, how many times do I use this? It's pretty rare. I rarely recruit my husband's laptop into getting ready for the grocery store, but I will confess that we have a laptop and a desktop, and it's very common for me to print from the laptop and the desktop. So I'm not going to a third computer here, but I do print from 2 computers, especially on a really good offer. So one, for example, for me last week, we have a Lowe's Foods in our area now. And Lowe's Foods had We Walk a pizza dough, which is, in the refrigerated section, just a roll of pizza dough. It was 14 cents after a printable coupon last week. Yeah, I'm going to get a couple computers out, and we're going to get that for 14 cents. We have pizza night usually at least once a week here, and at 14 cents per pizza dough, I can't even make it that cheap, guys. So there are moments that, yes, you're going to want that second computer to come into play to be able to get more coupons. Now, again, this is advanced couponing night. So I know if you're brand new, I am already just stressing you out. And some of you guys just, I don't know, you can listen, but don't stress, because this really should be low stress moments. And for some of us, what I'm really talking to is folks that have been at this for a while, and we can handle that time that it's going to take to print those multiple coupons. But I don't want to stress anybody out. So let's talk mobile apps for a second, and then we'll move on to stacking offers after some questions. So in terms of finding coupons, mobile apps has to be in that list. There are a number of mobile apps that are out there that are basically like a whole nother set of inserts, or in some situations, a whole nother set of coupons that don't exist anywhere else. For those of you who love organic items, you've got the app Berry Cart. It's 100% organic brands inside Berry Cart, and some of the offers in there don't exist anywhere else. We also have apps now, though, that do not play well with others. So Checkout 51, a year ago, I could have used all of those with paper coupons. I would say pretty much now, Checkout 51, like 95% of them state that they cannot be used with paper coupons or other mobile apps. What they really mean there is that you can't use them with Savings Star, because that's who they play with. Checkout 51 doesn't play with Ibotta, so they don't really know that you used one or the other, but they are stating it. So we do want to technically follow the rules on that one. But really, when we're talking Ibotta, Fetch, Rewards, there are a number of mobile apps that are going to let you still use a coupon in the store, come home and submit that receipt to Ibotta and get another offer back on top of the savings that you got in the store. So we want to pair in those mobile apps too. Big warning here for my advanced folks. You are not allowed to have multiple accounts with those mobile apps. So if you are thinking, you know what, I'll sign up on my husband's phone and my phone, they're smarter than you on that one. They will deactivate both accounts, definitely one of them, if you try to submit the same receipt to two different apps with Ibotta, with Checkout 51, potentially, if you were checking out in multiple receipts and you did a really good job of not getting those mixed up, you could try potentially. But keep in mind, guys, they've got a lot to tie these together, even down to noticing your Kroger card that's being scanned and the credit card that's being used at the bottom of that receipt. They will catch it and they will end up deactivating both accounts. And when they do, you lose the money that was in both of those accounts. So I would just stick with the rules on this one. One Ibotta account per household, one Checkout 51 account per household. I know that your goal is to save all the money in the world, but we don't need to break the rules when we're in the process of it, because it is going to come back to really kind of bite you in the end when you lost some of that. Last one on finding more coupons. I promise I'm going to get to questions. My husband is just sending me message after message of all of your questions that I haven't gotten to, is store flyers. And it does need to be added to the mix. Anytime that we find a store coupon, your first thought is, let me go find a manufacturer's coupon to go with this store coupon. So anytime I see a store flyer, the first thing you should do is be picking it up and seeing if it has coupons in it. If it doesn't, half the time I'm like, yep, that was boring, and I put it right back in the store. But I always want to be looking for them. So Bilo, Winn-Dixie folks, they have a monthly magazine. How many of y'all that shop in Bilo or Winn-Dixie pass that monthly magazine and never pick it up? You should pick it up, because there's at least one page in that monthly magazine that is all store coupons in the back. Some of them are manufacturer occasionally, but most are store. Publix has a ton of flyers. My Publix folks, you guys have long learned to look for flyers and booklets in your stores, but there are other stores that put them out. So anytime I'm in the grocery store, or any store for that matter, and I see some sort of booklet or flyer, I need to be grabbing it, thumbing through it, and trying hard to make sure that it doesn't have coupons in it. And if it does, taking it home with me, because those coupons are going to come into play and be awesome. So let's jump into some questions really quick. Then we're going to come back and talk about stacking offers and really maximizing what we can do. So we got a lot here. Amanda says, can we talk more about using the Flip app and using coupons from it? So Amanda, I am not really huge in using the Flip app. Pretty much for me, everything that I've seen in Flip, it's not nationwide yet. When I have seen it, or it is just the offers that are already available in coupons.com. So Flip is mostly just for using, just for seeing your weekly ad. So here's my hesitation on that one, just from the get-go. And that's a reminder to everyone that our goal is to buy items that are 40% off or more. And I would say, looking at a weekly ad, that there's probably about 30% of the items that are in a weekly ad aren't actually on sale. And that's a really high number. So there's a chunk of things that you're just going to ignore in that weekly ad, or you need to ignore. And the Flip app is not going to encourage you to do that, because you're going to be flipping through, you're going to see the whole weekly ad there, and then you're going to see coupons with it, and it's going to make you want to go in and make you want to get it right now. But they're not actually on sale. So a plug here for Southern Savers, if I have it in the list, it is on sale today. So I do not type the entire Publix ad or the entire Bilo ad. I only type the items that are at their best price right now. Occasionally they get typed because we have a super high value coupon to go with them, but that's a pretty rare moment. It is generally because they are at a great price right now, and that's why they got put on the list. Let's see. Aaron says, this is way far off topic. Who do we call when having a horrible Walgreens made me cry, and a horrid experience with Target online in the store? I would say, Aaron, it's always calling corporate, and it's remembering to keep your receipt, so that corporate can see when you checked out, who checked you out. They have all that information right there. And even the store number, that's going to be key. And I know you're pro at that one too, but it's always calling corporate. Once you call corporate, they still have management that you can elevate that to as well. So if you feel like the person who answers the phone isn't having enough empathy in this moment, then I would say, hey, can I speak to your manager? Because there's still a manager above the person on the phone to really get to where you're trying to get to with an answer and a solution to what happened, because we shouldn't be crying leaving a store. That was actually my first experience in a Walgreens, left me in tears, probably why I still do not, go to Walgreens on a regular basis. It just started me down a path of negative feelings. Maybe I need like Walgreens therapy. I don't know. But I do feel like if you make a point of calling, that eventually that store is going to get hammered enough. They get hammered every time they get negative complaints about them at the corporate number. Every single store does. So it's just continuing to make those phone calls. Okay, so Paige is asking, have I used the Honey extension and does it really catch all the deals? Paige, I do not use any extensions. Does it catch all the deals? They are definitely going to try, Paige, because any deals that they're catching, they're really getting a share of the commission on the deals that they caught for you. So they're very eager to help you catch those sales because they are making a ton of money off of you. So it's up to you whether or not you want to use them. There are a lot of extensions out there. Honey has put a lot of money into their advertising. So they are one that's getting adopted a lot right now. But in the end, that money pays off for them because every order that you're making, they're technically getting you some money back by finding you a coupon code, but they're making 7 to 10% commission on the sale, even though they found you a coupon code. So it's up to you. In turn, I just Google, Kohl's coupon code and find out what I need. But I do not tend to use extensions. Melissa, what happens if you buy something with CVS Extra Care bucks and then you need to return it? So it can really vary based on your store, but a lot of times CVS Extra Care bucks are considered being like the currency that you paid with, Melissa. And they'll end up putting the return value of the item. Let's say you return this guy, they're going to put the value just on a CVS gift card. So in the store, if I only paid $1 total after all my Extra Care bucks, I'm still going to get, $4.50 back for this, but in a CVS gift card. So that's probably what I would expect. That's how most stores will handle it. And hopefully your store will be nice and handle it that way too. So have I used the coupons.com app and what do I think about it? I have not used that one either. And Alexis, I will, just honestly tell you on that one why. So Southern Savers is free. And one of the reasons that we're free is that when you print coupons through Southern Savers, it helps and it benefits Southern Savers. So I help myself out as much as I can and print all of my coupons just directly from Southern Savers or from the Southern Savers app. So I have not used it, but you can. I know all of the coupons are there to print. They also offer load to card. Do not do that. Always print instead of loading to card. Because if you've got a store that doubles coupons, you're going to be really bummed that you sent all your cards to digital. They won't double when they're digital. We always want the paper version. But that's just me. So I do it just because it helps Southern Savers out for me to print from Southern Savers. Okay, how long does a CVS Raincheck, or how does a CVS Raincheck know that there was an Extra Care buck attached? So Michelle, on the CVS Raincheck, there's a line for deal ID number, and they will write that ID number in on the bottom of that Raincheck. Let me see if I can quickly find a CVS ad that we can pull up and look at really fast. Yeah. So now whether or not you'll actually see it, let's see. Ah, yay. Okay. So this is an old CVS ad. CVS sends them to me from corporate. So that is what we're currently looking at here. Ooh, and trying to make it big, just made it go sideways. And oh, this is fun. Let's turn it around the other way. Let's see. I'm just trying to make it where you guys can read it. But looking at it this way here, we won't try to use any. Oh, well, never mind. Go away. Here, if we look underneath every item, you will find a ID number. So right here, I just made it gray. I know on your anyone that's watching on your phones, that's really, really tiny. I tried to hit my magical, make it bigger, but it doesn't want to get any bigger for you guys. That's as large as I can make it. But right here, underneath every offer is an item number. That is what triggers that extra care buck when you use a Raincheck. So huge tip, if you want an advanced CVS tip and you get a CVS Raincheck. So if you went in and you got a Raincheck on this big deal here, which, maybe you did. This is from the 6/3 ad. So you would have gotten a Raincheck from 2 weeks ago. But I would highly recommend that you always grab a CVS ad on your way home, on your way out of the door, and then at home cut this yellow part out and staple it to your Raincheck. Because when you get back into the store, your Raincheck may have been for Crest toothpaste here, but you can actually get any of this with it. That number is going to bring up that whole ad. It's going to act like this ad is now current in the system. And this way I know I'm supposed to buy $20 worth of any of these products. I know what the products are to use with the Raincheck. So always clipping that piece of the ad is going to be a huge help. Now, if it's something else, if it's just one item that happened to be on sale, and again, I know this is a really old ad, but if it was here, it's Domino Pizza gift cards, I don't need to clip that. It's one item. It's not going to be hard to remember. But when it says multiple items, and it can be mix or match of those, I highly recommend going ahead and keeping the whole ad with you so that you can have an idea, or that section of the ad, so you can have an idea of what was part of the deal. Okay, every time there is a super deal and I'm all set with coupons, the store is out of the product. It makes me so frustrated that I find myself not even trying anymore. So Helen, some tips in case your store is completely out. Step number 1, we just talked about Rainchecks at CVS. So depending on where you are, always get a Raincheck. In some of those stores, it's not going to be as wonderful. And I'm not sure what your main stores are, Helen, but CVS Rainchecks never expire. And they will always print the extra care bucks that should have printed today. So they're amazing. CVS wins. Don't ever be frustrated in CVS. You're good. Other stores. A lot of grocery stores, those Rainchecks expire in 14 days or 30 days, depending on the store that you're in. We have a few that have Rainchecks that never expire, but that's really, really few and far between now. But still, that gives you a chance to find the deal. So always at least trying to get a Raincheck. And in some of those stores, it actually gives you some perks too. Publix Rainchecks, I can still use a coupon, even after it's expired, as long as my Raincheck is good. So in some senses, the deal could potentially be better for me if I've got more chances to find more coupons, or you get the idea. Always getting Rainchecks. Step 2, going on the first day of the ad can be a help. Sometimes for me, that doesn't even work. I'm in the store Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. and there are already folks that have cleared the shelf on freebies, especially in Publix. So if that happens to you, my tip is asking your store, when do you get the midweek truck? So most Publixes in our area get their midweek truck on Monday. Well, if I come back in on Monday, a lot of times they're completely restocked. It's as if it was the first day of the ad because they got that midweek truck and they got all of those things that they got hit hard on Wednesday, came in on that Monday truck. So that's option 2. Option 3 is actually to get ready ahead of time. So if I see a deal that is super, super good and I want to get a lot of it, this is where you could employ option 3 if you wanted. And that is really getting to know your store staff and saying, hey, I have an early heads up at this ad. Like for example, Publix, we post Publix on Monday. That ad doesn't start until Wednesday. For some of you, Thursday, depending on where you live. You could go in on Tuesday and say, hey, in the ad that's going to start tomorrow, this is going to be completely free. And I would like to get a few of those. Is it possible that you could order some to come on the midweek truck just for me? They will. You just have to ask. Buy one, get ones especially, and really talking Publix on this one, but some other stores will do it too. The trick here is that buy one, get ones, we view them as like a loss leader for Publix. It's really not. So Publix, any that are sold during this calendar week. So I'll hold up this guy again. So if this is buy one, get one, I buy it this week while it's buy one, get one. Publix actually gets a rebate back, kind of like we would, from the manufacturer for the amount that they sold and the value that was under the MSRP that Publix had paid for the item. So Publix is getting all their money back as long as it was inside this week. Now, Publix writes a rain check on it, and it's now a loss for Publix. So once it's outside of this week, Publix is not going to be able to get a rebate back on any rain check items. So they don't want to write rain checks. Rain checks are a bad thing for them. If your store knew what they were going to get hit on, so if you made a habit, I do this, by the way, for some stores. If you made a habit of saying, you know what, every Monday, I'm going to print out the list of the top things and I'm going to take it or I'm going to email it to my local store manager, they would love you because they could pre-order and be set for what was going to hit them hard on Wednesday. So I have done that with a number of store managers here in the Columbia area. And just, it's one of those where kind of ran out of time and couldn't help them out as much. But we'll still ask from time to time if there's going to be something awesome. They need to know that, like Bella dog food, where poor Publix never got it back because it was completely free. Believe me, your store wants to know that before it happens. So that's almost kind of doing the work ahead of time, Helen, but could really pay off in the end because you could have a store manager who loves you because you're telling them everything that they're going to get hit on early. It's just, it depends on how much legwork, I guess, you want to do in that. And option one with just getting a rain check is definitely the easiest. So a few more questions and I'm going to jump back in. That one was totally a good advanced, helping folks out though. So I went a little longer on that one. Crystal, when will we start to see back to school sales? The first full week after July 4th will be our first full week of back to school sales. So we're almost there. We've got next week, then the week after that's July 4th. So 3 more weeks, Crystal. Got to hang on. Let's see. And yes, Paisley. So thank you. So I mentioned calling corporate, when we're frustrated, but, another one, it's just a reminder to also share happy moments too, to help those employees out. Mention those employee names. If you have a great experience, and positive feedback. I actually did this on a phone call. I had an issue, but a positive response to that issue with Google Express. We posted the Google Express deal. And I ordered something. I've never had this before with online shopping, but we ordered vanilla bean paste. It was going to be a Father's Day gift. It's still not here, by the way. They didn't send us vanilla bean paste. They sent us a paper towel holder, which is not even related. But calling, the lady on the phone was amazing. And then after that phone call got kicked into will you give us feedback? I'm very glad to give you feedback to a lady who is, we're off talking about what you'd use vanilla bean paste in and her favorite recipes all while we're on the phone. That is a very good reminder. Thank you. And we should all share positive as well as negative with corporate and not just negatives completely. Okay, so Karen says, my PNG flyer had that you go to the Flip app or Brand Saver to get the Tide coupons. Is this going to start being the norm with our newspaper inserts? So Karen, PNG has been playing a lot with putting their printable coupon, putting their high value coupons only online and not in the inserts. And they are doing that because they want to be able to limit the number that folks can get. So with inserts, you could technically buy 10 inserts if you wanted. You could buy as many as you wanted, really, if you had some crazy access to them. They don't like that. So PNG has put, those $3 off Tides. They're not in every city anymore. Instead, they're $2 off printables online because now they know you can get 2 per computer or per account if you didn't know the trick with your phone number. And that's why we're starting to see that. It is just Procter & Gamble that's doing it. And it is just because Procter & Gamble is a little on the frustrating side, I guess, when it comes to couponers. They've always been difficult. They've been difficult even to the stores with heavy couponers and just rejecting coupons that they claimed were what they call gang cut, meaning that you put all the sheets together and you cut them all out at the same time. If the coupons appear to be that way, Procter & Gamble will refuse to reimburse the stores for them. But there's, we can sit here and talk Procter & Gamble all night long. but that is the only brand that I think you're going to see on a regular basis with that. I would still highly recommend, Karen, that you go printable on that and you do not ever go mobile on those. It can end up being a very frustrating moment in the store when you're all mobile. Okay. Chris says, if you go in CVS on Saturday night, are the weekly sales this week's sales already over? So Chris, no, actually on Saturday evening in CVS, we should have overlap in most CVSs that close at night. So this is also an advanced CVSing tip. And if you're brand new, don't try this at home. So CVS that closes at night, it is not a 24-hour store. They begin tomorrow's Sunday's ad on Saturday evening by 6 p.m. in the computers, but they're also still running Saturday's ad. The tricky part, though, is that they've usually already pulled all the tags around the store and already re-tagged for Sunday. So you're in the dark. The tags are either not up for Sunday or they're already up and the Saturday tags are down. So you're going to need both shopping lists from Southern Savers to be able to do that because you're in the dark on one of those ads. But both of them should always ring up in the computer for you to be able to shop both of those ads at the same time. Okay, and Mary says, I need to get a new printer. Is there one that you suggest that has low ink costs and high ink capacity? So, Mary, we're not going to go ink. We're going to go toner. I would highly recommend the Brother laser printer. It's actually, let me see if I can find it really quick on Amazon because it's on sale right now. Or it was this morning. I sent someone a link to it already this morning, but Brother laser printer, there's a wireless version. It's $89 on, Amazon right now. Yes, it still is. So I will stick this link, in the comments for you. And this is the one that I would recommend. It comes with toner that will print between 700 and 900 pages, Mary. And then, you can, replace that with a high yield off-brand toner for like $11 that will print 1,500 sheets. So you're only going to have to replace the ink on this guy probably once a year. It's a very happy place to be. Toner, no ink, sorry. You're going to replace the toner on this once a year. It's only black and white. So if you're wanting color, I'd almost feel like, really, why don't you just get your kids to color it? I don't know, it's so much more expensive, but I have this printer. We've had it for years. We love it and we recommend it to everybody. And I know lots of folks can chime in the comments that they love it too. It's a great little printer. So it's on sale at Amazon right now for $89, and that's the wireless version. It's not refurbished or anything funky. It is just, plain old new printer for that price. Okay, let's jump back again. Those were some great questions, and some of them I got to give you hopefully a little bit more of a detailed answer on. So I want to talk stacking offers because that's really where we're, I guess, stepping up our game. I'm not just walking in and saying, oh, this is on sale and a coupon came out in Sunday's paper and let me pair them together. It's pretty rare actually that we're going to get a coupon on Sunday in the paper and it's going to be buy one, get one this coming week. So most of the time we're going to be looking at what's on sale and we're going to be looking at past week's inserts. So first off, that doesn't mean that I want you to go and just look at your coupons and just cut a few that you think you're going to use and chunk the rest of the insert. You need to keep all of your coupons that come in Sunday's paper because you never know when that item is going to come on sale. And I'm still going to want that coupon. So never really thinking, this week with this week's coupons first off. But the big thing where a bulk of our savings is going to come in is seeing that I have it on sale. I've got a paper coupon and I have a mobile app, or I have a paper coupon and I have a store coupon. It's stacking offers that we can together, whether it's coupons together or whether it's different offers. So it's a Catalina offer, for example. Like right now, my Kroger folks, you guys have a pretty sweet offer on baby food that is in the Kroger list on, I think it's Earth's Best. My brain gets full. Let's see. Yeah, Earth's Best pouches. There's a Catalina running. It's part of a mega event, and there's a ton of coupons. So not only do I have the sale and the coupon, but I have an additional offer on that as well. So if you are not familiar with what a Catalina is, these are the coupons that print next to your receipt when you're checking out in some stores. So not all stores run them. You're never going to get one in Publix. It's not necessarily a coupon just off of another product, but it's a coupon off your total purchase. So for the Earth's Best example, if you buy, let's say you buy 3 of them, you're going to get $1 off your next purchase. And these always have a rolling amount. So the Earth's Best offer, I'll actually just pull this up because I can show it to you on the screen. I'm going to get it super big before I show it to you though. So looking at this Earth's Best offer, and hopefully you guys can kind of see that. I'll make them a little bigger too if I can. If I buy 3, I get $1 back. If I buy 5, I get $1.75 back. If I buy 10 plus, meaning 10 or more, I'm going to get $2.50 back. So this is $2.50 to use on my next purchase. It's not off of this purchase. It's off my future purchase. And it's just a blank manufacturer's coupon. Guys, you can use those anywhere. You don't have to turn around and use them in Kroger. You could turn around and use them in Walmart if you wanted to. It does not matter, but it is a blank coupon. Now, big key, if you've never done Catalina deals before, that 10 plus, if you decide that you're going to buy 20, you are not going to get 2 of these. You're going to get 1 of them. So anything over 10, you're just getting $2.50 back. So if you've got twins at home and you're thinking, I am going to go crazy on baby food at 12 cents a pouch, I would if my twins were still eating baby food. They're 13, so we don't do that anymore. You would want to split these into 2 transactions. So I would want to buy 10 and get $2.50 back. And then I would want to buy another 10. You get the idea. And really, in all honesty, I don't want to buy 10. This is a really strange amount, guys, if you do the math. So in terms of total value per item that you're buying, this is really the best option. I want to buy 5 of them and get $1.75 back. That's 35 cents off of each jar. This is 33 cents off of each jar, buying 3 of them, and buying 10 is 25 cents. So don't buy 10. Let's buy them in smaller increments. And you can do that. Kroger doesn't really care. The machine will keep printing them for each transaction. So if you really wanted to go crazy, now in here, all of our coupons are $1 off 3. So really the best one is to buy them in increments of 3. I know this sounds crazy, but it makes for the best price, guys. So you go in, we've got a lot of coupons here, even a digital one that you can load. I buy 3 pouches. I'm going to use that $1 off 3 coupon. That's the only discount right then. I'm just going to get the $1 off of the register, and then that $1 off my next purchase is going to print next to my receipt. So that is how a Catalina offer is going to work. When that Catalina prints, you usually have 2 weeks until it expires. So for me, whenever they print, I plan on turning around and pretty much using them in the next store that I'm in. So if I'm in a buy low and one prints in a buy low and my next store is a Kroger or a Publix, I will turn around and use them in the next store. They are a manufacturer's coupon, so don't feel like you have to hold on to them for your next Kroger trip. You don't. I can turn around and use them on the next store that I'm in. So that is the sweet part about Catalinas. Your first thought, if you ever see those, sometimes you'll get a printout telling you that one's coming. We're kind of advertising one. And if you see that, your first step needs to be to go to the coupon database and see what can we find to go with this, and see from there, maybe even where are the sales. So if you aren't already, maybe taking the next step to be that you come, we'll go all the way up to the site, and we come up to the top and we search for Earth's Best and we see where is it on sale. Now I saw that a Catalina's out there. Where can I get the best deal on it? And let's see who has the best sales in this exact moment. So right now it's just Kroger, but you get the idea. Is kind of doing some homework to figure out where am I going to use this offer? Where am I going to get the best bang for my buck, in a sense, with that coupon or that rebate. So using the item search, that's really what I've done here. It's right on the right-hand sidebar. If you're in the mobile app, it's in the bottom left-hand corner of the iPhone app, or it's in the top drop-down corner on the Android app, but just searching to see who has it on sale. So that's how Catalina deals work. We do keep a running list of them. And now that I say that, it was on my list today to make sure that they were updated. But you can always find the running list of all of the Catalina deals in the footer on Southern Savers. So if you're ever searching for just what are the current deals, there's the list right there for you. So hopefully that will help too. Now, other types of offers that we're seeing right now, we have a lot, and I meant to grab a Juicy Juice out of the pantry, but we have a lot of offers that are giving movie tickets right now. So you need to pair that in too. That's still a savings. I know if you're not going to go to the movies, it's probably not something that you're really going to want to use, and that's fine. For me, I view that as it's free date night. Anytime I can get Juicy Juice for 24 cents at Kroger, buy 3 bottles, and get a free movie ticket, I'm there. Free date night. I can't tell you the last time I took my kids to the movies, but I will gladly take my husband to the movies anytime I can get a free ticket. So always thinking about those offers and thinking about them as a savings off of your groceries in a sense, because they are a savings off of something that you can enjoy or would have already spent money on potentially. For us, without free tickets, we may go to the movies twice a year. Free tickets, we make it a lot more often if we have them, but it's still kind of a fun perk. Everybody needs date night, guys. You do. It's just a fact of life. And we are incredibly thankful for Grandma, just to plug that too, because Grandma watches this, so we couldn't do it without Grandma and Juicy Juice at this moment for date night working for us. But you get the idea. So anytime we see those types of offers, you want to factor in that too. They can all be used with coupons. It's just based on the purchase. Now, I want to talk about one type of offer though that gets a little tricky to play with. One of those being right now the Gillette offer that technically ends tonight at Publix, but it makes a really good example in terms of talking about the deals that are out there. So Publix has been running a lot of different types of promotions that are very similar to this. We also see these in other stores. But Publix is really, they've been knocking it out of the park with different promotions this year. So this one, technically you had to buy it all by today. So no pressure because Publix is going to close in like 45 minutes. So you can't do it. But if you did, it's buy $30 worth of Gillette and Venus. So when we see these deals, this is actually on sale this week. I hope you saw all the posts that we put up about it because I tried hard to make sure that you did not miss this one. When you buy the $30 worth, technically on this one, it's before coupons, but what they're still looking at, and this is really important for making sure that these types of deals work, they're still going to look at your total spent. So a big tip for any type of these, submit your picture, submit your receipt type of rebates is making sure that your total spent is still over the amount required for the rebate. I don't mean on this brand. So maybe you went in and you got the super cheap Venus and you bought $30 worth of Venus and then you started using coupons. That's fine. Now, keep in mind the sale. It has to be $30 after the sale. So right now Venus is on sale for $2 off. But I buy $30 after the sale before the coupons. Then start to throw in other things, guys. If you need strawberries, if you need meat, it doesn't matter. Your other groceries in with this. But don't go into Publix, just buy the Gillette, just load in the coupons on the Gillette, and then try to submit this because it isn't always going to come out the way that you want it to come out. They're going to look at that total spent. And that's part of even here on the Snap, they're wanting, did you hit all of these marks? That's what they're looking at is the total spent in the end. They're not looking at the coupons that were spent in the middle. And I try to emphasize that whenever I mention these, especially for Publix, but just to kind of really hit that one home on lining up offers. So this one lined up gorgeously, and this is really talking about stacking. We have a Publix store coupon for $2 off. We have a sale for $2 off, and we have manufacturer's coupons. So once we pair all of that together, and then you pair in getting a $10 Publix gift card back, you're talking about Gillette and Venus razors that are normally $10 a piece, coming out to $2 a piece. It's not a bad price at all. And you really could have gone with disposables as well, I'm pretty sure. And another big tip on this is always read your fine print. And not necessarily even taking my word for it, but reading your fine print, making sure that we're all in the same boat. If you bought this deal just to plug into, you still technically have a week to submit it. You don't have to submit it by tonight, but you did have to purchase it by tonight. So there's always a difference on those. But these are sweet offers to think about as well. They do not always come out to be as cheap as the drugstores, because a lot of times they are on PNG personal care items, where I would point you to a drugstore to buy your personal care items and not a grocery store. But they can come out to be very, very cheap items. I would also plug in here, that this is very similar to Target gift card deals. So when we're thinking about Target gift card deals, that should be our next thought. Do I have a cartwheel that I can plug in with it? Do I have manufacturer's coupons that I can plug in with it? Because those make for super, super good deals. There are a lot of them in personal care this week, because we have a Target in-app or in-ad coupon for a $5 Target gift card when you buy $20 worth of personal care or beauty care. And anytime you see those Target in-ad coupons, and I can kind of pull that up here for you to see too, but anytime we see those Target in-ad coupons that are off of specific sections like that, so to look specifically at that coupon, here's the $5 Target gift card when you buy $20. This is before coupons, always before coupons. So we've got 25% off right now. This is when I went digging because I already owned it. 25% off Tresemme Micro Mist, new Target cartwheel that came out. We have a Checkout 51 offer on this as well. So you can buy 3 of these and submit that Checkout 51 3 times. 25% is coming off 3 times as well, because cartwheels come off on up to 4 items. Plus throw in one more thing, you're at $20 before coupons, before the cartwheel even. And then you get to use this store coupon. It's going to make for some sweet, sweet deals. So that should be your first thought as you're trying to piece all this together. It's mine. I'm sitting down, I see the coupons, and I'm trying to piece deals together for you. I'm really just trying to help you kind of, I guess, get into the mindset that I sit in. So step 1 for me is I look at the cartwheels and what's super high. Step 2 is then going through, and I showed you guys this recently, but going through, you can see this, the things I searched for today. Tresemme hairspray. Be quiet. It doesn't want to do any searching for us. Let's see. I know the problem. It's trying to be on wireless, and it shouldn't be on wireless right now. Okay, so let's go back in here. So search for Tresemme hair care. Ow, he's still trying to be on wireless. There we go. So when we see all this, we can then see what's the in-store, in-stock prices, and we can come down. We have to do some searching, and there's our Micro Mist. It's $4.89 a piece. I've got the $1.50 back on Checkout 51, which is specifically on the compressed. So that's why I'm mentioning this one. It's not on all Tresemme hair care. And then we have the 25% cartwheel, and they'll even tell you that in their app as well. So you can see in the app that we have a 25% off cartwheel. We can the cartwheel is really on any Tresemme, but we can save that, and we can see that it is part of the gift card deal. So I want to start to think about all those. Use these apps. Use your online program. So Kroger ClickList is amazing. I don't necessarily want to use ClickList all the time, but it is great for knowing what the in-store price is as I'm trying to kind of figure out what the best deal might be on a particular item. So CVS Express, that's another one that I would highly recommend for folks that are, trying to get an idea of what is, the best price right now in these stores. So that is cvs.com/express. Again, Kroger ClickList, Harris Teeter's Express Line. A lot of you guys that have online grocery pickup, it's a great way to find that in-store price. Target's app, you get the idea. So lots of places to look up prices. We want to look for the cheapest item that we can that's going to fit in with the deal, especially if we're trying to really work it to come out to be super cheap, and then start to pair in the coupon. So using the coupon database on Southern Savers is also going to be a very good resource for you starting here, so that you can see every single thing that's out there. Show me all the Tresemme coupons that are available, and it's no fair that we're going to get some next week. We don't have the paper ones yet, but we can see we've got that Checkout 51 offer. We can see that we have the Target cartwheel offer, start to piece those together from there, putting all those coupons into one place and kind of coming up with the best deal. Now, all that said, those deals already exist and they are already on the Target page. So you can find everything that you're looking for and everything that you need, usually already put together. That's my goal, but you can always piece them together yourself by looking for the cheapest product and then using that coupon database hard to find all of the offers that are going to go together for whatever the deal is that you're trying to piece together. So with Target, I just realized when we went there, I'm pushing the unadvertised deals list live right now. So there'll be 2 lists there. The unadvertised deals list has a ton of personal care items on it that you can use to kind of make your own deal for that gift card offer. So, okay, that was a long bit. Let me jump back to some other questions. Anna says, you were saying a few weeks ago that there's no way to search a particular e-coupon on the website, that you can only search through their coupons on the app. But I found, yes. And Anna, you're right. So you can search with Kroger, just the brand. Sorry, guys, I don't know if you can hear. I think there's a plane flying over and it has my dog very upset. He's just going to bark his head off at them. But on the Kroger site, you can search for whatever it is that you're looking for, and it will pull up Charmin, the Charmin price, but it also pulls up the coupons right here. So if you're signed in, which I didn't sign in first, you can load specifically those coupons as well. Instead of having to go through, there's no way on this digital coupons page, and that's really what I was meaning, no way on the main page to search through everything, though it does appear they've added some search boxes that weren't there the last time. I tend to just do everything through the mobile app because of it, but you'll end up being in the easiest way ends up just kind of to sit here and live inside of, health and beauty and then go from there and there and there. But you get the idea. So I love the idea that they now have search here. That hasn't always been there. It's sweet to see, but sometimes just searching automatically up top, and you can see all the ones that I've done, is the best way to go in finding not only the coupons that are out there, but also the sales. Sometimes not so much. So believe me, there are not 28 coupons for all detergent. It's really just searching for anything that has those words in it. So we just got a lot back on that one. But, we'll take any help that Kroger wants to give us, for sure. Anything is better than nothing. So Jenny, speaking of movie deals, are people having trouble redeeming the movie deals? It took me forever on one deal, and another deal I'm still working on it. So I haven't had any issues, Shanna, but I will say 2 of the offers that we've done recently have just been entering codes. And those are a lot easier to redeem than having to do the ones where you upload a receipt. For me, with uploading receipts, I've not had issues with them going through either. So I'm curious, whether or not you're just taking the full pictures, or, in terms of how that's working with texting them or emailing them. But send me an email, Shanna, and I think you did, and I may not have responded, and I apologize for that, or Facebook message, because this is now kind of all coming back to me. And I can dig through and try and see what we had, or see how it worked for us on those sites too. Because so far we've done the Juicy Juice and the General Mills. We tried to do the Yoplait with everybody else. That was expired. And then we had one at Buy Low that was just printed, but it was a code that printed. Okay. Crystal, I'm curious, when you say your grocery budget is less than $70 a week, do you include meat, paper products, detergent into that budget? So Crystal, for us, most of our meat comes from Zaycon, bought in bulk. It is part of our budget, but it's not something that is purchased all the time. So we're talking about once every 2 months, once every 3 months. That's the goal. So not a huge expense there, except for that one-time expense, and then not going to make it again for a while. I have a freezer out in the garage. We did experience a third of that thawing this weekend, so I now have a lot of cooked chicken in the freezer. It was a long Sunday, but that is still, yes, part of the grocery budget. Now, paper products and detergent, that's a drugstore for us. So in a way, yes, it is part of our budget, but I've spent in the last 60 days at CVS a whopping probably $4 at CVS for hundreds of items with what we get there. So we're talking like 2 months worth of purchases, $4. So if you are playing the drugstore game well, then it's all coming, they're all things you need: laundry detergent, paper towels, toilet paper, personal care, but not having to come and see all of that come out of my normal budget is amazing. So, I get folks that tell me, or they feel like they need to confess, and that's fine. I accept confessions of, I used to coupon years ago, and we went to where we are trying to buy all natural, or we're just not eating those items anymore. Yeah, I get that, but you're probably still washing your clothes, and you're probably still using paper towels and toilet paper. I hope at least toilet paper. So if anything, the last thing folks should give up is CVS, because that's such a huge chunk of your budget that could go to lots of organic items if you weren't spending it somewhere else. So yes, it's in the budget, but no, it doesn't come off very much when you think about it that way. So Aaron says, CVS question, back when I was brand squinky new and got rain checks from there a lot of them don't have the thingy code written on them, but it has everything else. So will CVS still take it, or do I need to play investigator and try to find the codes? So Aaron, that is really going to be a case-by-case basis on your store. Yes, they can key it in and they can force it to give you that deal without the code. You're not going to find a lot of stores that want to do that, though, because without the code, they also don't know if you didn't already purchase it somewhere else. So that code, when it brings back up the CVS ad that I was showing you earlier, it really also brings up your history with that ad. And it's perfect for CVS, because this way, if I went into one and I bought the deal, and then I went into another one and I got a rain check, but the deal was a limit of one, my rain check won't work because I really already bought the deal. So for CVS, this covers them from people that would really take those rain checks and abuse them horribly. For you, it puts you in a really bad spot without those codes. So, if you, and I know for you, this would have been a long time ago, so I don't know that I can help too much. I do hold on to some old ads just in my computer like I did just then, but there are times that I also am like, hey, I gotta get rid of all these CVS ads, and I start to delete. So I don't know that I could help you with a ton of old things and finding codes, but, we may be able to put our heads together and find some for you. Using those old ads, or doing some searching, doing some Googling and looking for old ad scans online. Again, I don't know how many of those folks want to hold that on their web servers for a really long time because it takes up space, but you might be able to find them. So Rebecca says, my most recent trip to Kroger, I gave the cashier a coupon for buy two, get one free dog food, and she wouldn't honor it because it was a printable. Is this new or usual? So here's the thing, Rebecca, and I think Aaron will totally chime in on this. Kroger cashiers do not always understand their coupon policy, and they get hit really hard for taking anything that management views they shouldn't have taken. So they're scared. They're scared to death to accept coupons, honestly, and it really makes for bad customer service all the way around. Kroger does not take a printable coupon for a free item, and neither does Publix. There are a lot of stores that don't. However, a buy two, get one free is not a coupon for a free item. It is. I still had to buy 3 items total to get that one item for free. That's not a free coupon. So it is the cashier seeing the word free and panicking and refusing to take it. They should have accepted that one. From a corporate standpoint, that coupon is fine. From a Kroger standpoint. Now, Harris Teeter would not accept that as a printable coupon. So every store does have their rules, and you just kind of learn them. But Harris Teeter takes that to a fine line, getting a buy one, get one coupon through on Harris Teeter that's been a printed coupon. It's a very rare moment if you got a store to take that. But Kroger, you really shouldn't have had an issue. And you could call Kroger Corporate on that one. Keep in mind that even corporate, their first sentence on their coupon policy is that they're going to leave decisions up to the store. And so a lot of times when you call on individual coupon issues, that's what they're going to tell you. So I don't know that you're going to get anywhere on it. It's just frustrating. And it's just kind of where Kroger can leave you with couponing, especially with printable coupons right now. I tried to put in a general item search on Southern Savers for dish soap and nothing came up with coupons or sale items. Am I doing something wrong? So, dish soap is probably the issue. And in trying to think about, it can be tricky with some of the items that the different brands call them. So it gets put into our system as dish liquid. A lot of times it's typed exactly as the store types it. So I really just did the word dish because there's not going to be a lot of things that are going to key in that we don't want, other than, some Bob Evans here down at the bottom. But we're going to get Palmolive. That's buy one, get one in Publix. But you can see all of the various things that it did pull up. There's Ajax in the Publix flyer, but using dish. So dish liquid is generally what they call it. And there's another one that gets a lot of folks too, and that's bath tissue. I don't normally call my toilet paper bath tissue, but that's what the grocery stores call it. So when I type ads, I tend to just type as the grocery stores do. And it's also because that's how the coupons word them. So we're going with their wording on that one. And that's just kind of learning. So what you could do next time, Anne, and I know you probably won't remember it off the top of your head, is really to go ahead and type in a brand and just see what comes back for that brand, and then see how we had typed it. So even this one was dish detergent. And it just kind of depends on how it was worded. But you can go brand specific and then start to go general if you want, based on how you see what comes back. And you're still going to have some issues with it returning too much, kind of like the Kroger example. I think it was ham or something recently like that we were searching for around the holidays, that just it would return everything because it was a word that was inside of other words. But hopefully that's going to help you overall. Do I have store apps for all the stores that I shop? So Judith, yes, I do keep store apps for most of the stores that I'm in on a regular basis. So I keep them all in a little pocket. It makes me very happy. But every store that I'm regularly in, and a few others that are online, mostly so that I can get to their coupons faster. That's generally the only way that I'm using their store apps. But it is helpful. There are times as well in the store apps that there are coupons that are not available on their websites. So that could be kind of a perk too. And then keep in mind some apps, like I'll give a plug for Whole Foods if anyone didn't see this, but you can now, in the Southeast, I can now link my Prime account. But to link my Prime account, I have to, I don't know why I've already done all this and set it up, but there's a little button at the bottom that you pull it up and you would show that code at the store and you would get 10% off. So there are a lot of perks to having the various store apps on your phone, beyond coupons too, depending on the store that you're in on a regular basis. So Kendra, my coupons usually only last 2 weeks before they expire, and usually when I get the items, I get coupons for are not on sale. Any suggestions for me? So Kendra, I'm not sure where you're getting the coupons from, but a lot of times insert coupons are good for about 3 months. Really high value insert coupons, sometimes we do see really, really short expiration dates on them. But general insert coupons tend to be around 3 months before they expire. Printable coupons tend to be good for 30 days. So it's kind of going off of that mindset that we tend to hold on to them until the item comes on sale as much as we can. Maybe for you, it's taking a little bit for the coupons to get to you. I don't know necessarily where your sources are on that though, as to what could make them really, really tight. With the high value coupons though, the ones that are going to expire really, really quickly, that's where I would use the item search, see if we already have it in a deal, or possibly make your own deal for it, if it's something that you will regularly use. If it's not something that you're regularly going to use, you just have a $4 off coupon and you're kind of itching to use it, but it's not on sale, I would urge you to not use it. And that seems like it's against the game we're trying to play, but really you're playing the game right. Just because I have a high value coupon or just because I have a coupon at all doesn't mean that I want to go tearing out to use it. I want to wait until it's on sale. To pair the sale with the coupon is really the bulk of my savings. So going out just because I have a coupon, for the folks that do this, and there are a lot of them, that the coupons come in Sunday's paper and they immediately want to run to the store and use them all. That was their goal, because odds are they aren't on sale this week. They usually play the game well in getting you to want to use those coupons. Just wait is okay. And then if I end up not using it, I played the game well. But you could use those apps like I was showing you. You use the Target app, use the Walmart app, Kroger Click List, and try to make your own deal. If you're not seeing it on sale, see how low we can get it. And that's also going to help you to see who has the best price on it. If I'm not finding it on sale, then where do I want to go if it's full price and use this coupon? The answer there is generally Walmart or Target if we're talking full price, not on sale anywhere else. But using the coupon database to see maybe is there a cartwheel coupon that I can pair with it? Is there something else that could make it a better deal somewhere else? So hopefully that helps. My husband's chiming in and saying maybe I should make a YouTube video on how to train Kroger cashiers. Yeah, we should do that. I think we should just branch out a whole new side of Southern Savers. Just plug us into the grocery store training system. Okay, let me see. We had some things that we definitely didn't get to tonight. We made it halfway through my list, guys. I came with so much that I wanted to talk to you on. Okay, so one thing that I did want to mention, there are going to be moments where things pop in that are not brands that we would normally grab. And I thought I would use this one as an example. So yeah, it's not really a fun product, but it's a good example for it. It's a house brand. It's a rare day that I'm ever going to come home with a house brand. But this is where I would encourage you to know what is a good price for the national brands. Because when I can beat that, then we're going to dive into house brands and we're going to take it. Anytime I can beat that great price. So again, and I've shared this in the past, but this is a great example, is using the item search. And I don't know that anti-diarrheal medication is going to come up, but let's say, like we have the freebie Kroger ibuprofen. That's not a hard one. It's completely free. But let's say we go in and ibuprofen is 99 cents today. And you can't remember, is it a good deal? Is it not a good deal? We'll come in. I can put in a date in here in the past. I can see every sale we have seen on ibuprofen in the last 3 or 4 months. You can check all the stores you want. You can check as few of the stores as you want. Doesn't matter. We've got 5 selected right now, and hit search. It's going to show me every deal. So if I'm in the middle of a store, I can't decide, do I want to get this house brand that's on clearance? Do I want to wait? Use the item search on your phone if you want to be able to spot whether or not it's a deal. So this one that I held up a second ago, all the Rite Aids in our area are closing. And most of them have, well, they're closing or they're turning into Walgreens, but they have most of their items up to 70% off. So it's humorous to me. Date night in our world always tends to end in a store getting deals somewhere. Oh, wrong button. So for us, we ended up at Rite Aid. I realized while we were out, I was looking through my purse for gift cards, trying to decide where we were going to eat dinner, and saw that I had a Rite Aid gift card, realized, oh, we better spend this as soon as possible because they're closing. We walked in and everything Rite Aid house brand was 70% off. So this is where my nursing brain kicks in. You may not know that little, hidden fact. I'm a registered nurse. And I immediately want to stock our medicine cabinet anytime I see this. Like, okay, let's grab some things that don't always come on sale. I'm not going to get an incredible deal on Imodium very often. It's still going to be $3 or $4 a box. But if I can walk in and this is 50 cents a box, we're talking. And it's totally going into our medicine cabinet. So that's what we did. Walked around and restocked medicine cabinet on items that are not always super cheap. husband's Zantac, house brand Zantac, 100 pills for $5 sold. Those types of items. But to be able to do that when it comes to house brands, I got to know what a good price is on the other items, or I don't know that this is the time to buy. So use the item search as your historical price book. So you can put in anything, you can put in a date in the past, and then you can kind of go to town on searching for whatever it might be. So that's, I plugged in ibuprofen, but we can do, I never remember whether Imodium has 1M or 2. Yeah, I guess it has 2. It's tricky, and it's not on sale very often, period. But there we go. One box, $7.49. So if I can walk in and get a house brand, crazy, you should do that. But this is a good way for you to be able to kind of check yourself. If you're worried about jumping in when you shouldn't be, is this really a deal? Is it not a deal? Use the item search to help you spot whether or not you're there yet or not. One other thing, I know I'm way over today, that I wanted to mention, I thought this would be a fun one for y'all to chime in too on, is I know that I say there's a 6-week rule and that you should always follow it and remember that it will come on sale again, but there are an occasional exception to that. So there are some that you're going to learn the longer you coupon that we see like clockwork. For example, Finish detergent and their high value coupons twice a year. We always see a Finish detergent super high value coupon. First week in January, and usually the first or second week in July, so we're almost there. That coupon is usually like $2 or $2.25 off of one Finish detergent, and it makes for super good deals all over town. Is that I only need enough for 6 weeks moment? No, it is not. So there are going to be times when, yeah, it's okay. This is a really high value coupon. It only comes out twice a year, and you've learned that. Then let's use that. Another example is that there are items that are not on sale every 6 weeks. So most everything is. I'm not trying to give you reasons to hoard here, but like Libby's canned pumpkin, you're not even going to find that on a shelf right now. The minute canned pumpkin comes into the store, it is officially fall, but they don't sell it year round. It can't follow a 6-week sales cycle. So kind of realizing that there are some exceptions. It's okay to not necessarily go crazy. I don't want to use those words, but it's okay to grab more than 6 weeks. If I've got a $2.25 coupon off of Finish detergent and it's buy one get one, you get the idea. And I have no doubt some of you guys can chime in on some of those for you as well with exceptions. But at the same time, there's a whole nother flip side. I've got so much laundry detergent, I don't really need anymore. And we see 99-cent laundry detergent almost every single week now. So jumping in and going crazy, not necessarily a requirement here when I'm going to have it every few weeks, and be okay with switching that brand. I'm going to say if you really want to be, to the extreme point, you want your budget to be super tight, you've got to give up brand loyalties. And in detergent, you're going to do awesome if you can give up that brand loyalty, switching between 99-cent Persil and 99-cent Arm & Hammer and 99-cent All. I mean, the deals just keep coming in detergent land unless you're looking for Tide. And good luck finding 99-cent Tide. It doesn't happen very often, but it totally happens in all of the other brands. So just kind of wanting to throw it out there that there are exceptions that, yes, you kind of realize I need to stock up when I see the sale. It only comes twice a year. And then there are moments where I may not even need 6 weeks worth. There's enough detergent to last all of us 6 years, sometimes, just in the general amount. Like Paige is chiming in and saying, I'm not allowed to buy detergent anymore. Yeah, I'm kind of there with you, Paige, but having 5 kids, I feel like if I stop, we're going to have a problem. I'm going to forget to restart. But I am trying my hardest. I did get 2 bottles last week, and I won't get any more for a long time. I promise. But yes, we don't want to do that. So we want to stick with just enough for 6 weeks. We kind of want to know when to stop in a sense. So that's my last little bit, is how to know when to stop. And it really is a key for saving the most, because if you just keep spending because it's still 99 cents, you still end up spending a lot of money. So 2 things that I would recommend to help you be able to stop. 1, you set a budget. And when the budget is met, the budget is met. There's no more money. So you could go, cash envelope system here if you really had to hold yourself to that. And 2 is that you set a space. And when the space is full, you stop buying. So for us, we have a toothpaste drawer. And the toothpaste drawer is to the point that if I tried to put another tube in it right now, it won't shut. So we're done in toothpaste mode. If I buy more, it goes in, it's only because it's free. It goes into a bin to donate. Detergent is the top of I keep wanting to say dishwasher, the top of the washing machine. And when it's full and, the washing machine's running and the detergent starts to fall off because the washing machine's running, we don't need to buy anymore. Setting that space that once that space is full, we don't keep going. We're not going to go detergent on a shelf in the garage on top. No, we're good. Just what fits on top of the washing machine is a ton of detergent. I'm not worried about Martha Stewart coming in and looking at the top of my washing machine anytime soon. But yes, there's a lot of bottles up there. That is going to help you as well. So having those that stopper, those markers of when we've hit that mark is going to help you to know, let's hold back. I do not have food in shelves at all in my garage, guys. So folks have asked to see our storage. If you look back on Facebook and on YouTube, I've stuck the video up. I did a tour of our pantry. That's it. That's all I got. I've got a freezer in the garage, and we have an extra fridge that was an old fridge in the garage, but I'm not, we don't have 47 bottles of salad dressing or anything like that. It will come on sale again. So you pick the amount of space that you're willing to give those items. And when that space is full, you're done on those items. It's a very good marker for you to know when I've hit the amount that I need for 6 weeks. It's also a good way to make sure you're not having things expire on you because you're not overstocking before you can use it all. Because that's going to be a whole nother issue if you do go overboard and you do buy a ton, is how do I deal with using it before it all goes bad? If you're not buying a ton, it isn't an issue. Just to say, it's just the truth. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop. We went way over. Thanks for hanging with me, even in the way over. So a heads up, we're not going to have a Q&A next week. I'm going to be a good mama, and I'm going to a mama cross-country informational meeting for my big girls who have been begging to run cross-country. So no Q&A meeting because I don't know how to swing all of that in one night. But we will be back after that with no other breaks for a long time. So no Q&A next week. The week after that, you asked for it already, or when was back to school going to happen? But that is what we're going to talk about as we jump back in, is getting right back into back to school deals. We're also going to talk credit cards and rewards programs coming up too. I went ahead and just mapped out a few weeks ahead to just feel all organized. So that's where we're going to go in the next couple of weeks. Just no Q&A next Monday night, and then I'll be back on July 2nd. So I hope you guys have a great week. I will be on this Wednesday with all of our grocery deals. Last week I shared our CVS trip. This week we'll be doing a big grocery trip and sharing all of our favorite deals from that one. So I will talk to you all on Wednesday. If you've got any questions that I didn't get to, or this just overwhelmed you to the high heavens, please send me an email or a Facebook message. So Jenny@southernsavers.com, or Facebook message directly through Facebook's very easy. And I will gladly hold your hand and we can take this down a step. But my goal was to get past the basic questions that we normally get and into some other things. So I hope for some of you it was that tonight. For others of you, you may felt that we never got advanced. I know there are a lot of you who could teach with me, but thanks for hanging anyway. Maybe you learned something new. So you guys have a great night. And just in general, y'all are awesome.